Please be seated. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And welcome. I'm glad you're here. There was a lot of snow last night. There's a lot of blessing and woe happening in this morning's readings. It seems to be a recurring theme. There's a lot of blessing and woe in our lives right now. It seems to be a recurring theme as well. And a lot of it comes down to perspective. In our first reading, Jeremiah is talking to a people who have fled because Jerusalem has been overthrown. They have fled to Egypt. They're in the desert. And when he's talking about those who are languishing in need of water, in need of a place to set their roots, he's talking to his own people. He's talking to a people who are afraid, who have been cut off. And he's talking to them in the next breath about those who trust in the Lord, finding themselves in strength because they are in community, because they can take care of each other, because they can be lifted up even in the midst of trouble, and that their faith and their strength can be sustained. We hear that message reiterated in our psalm about blessed are those who have not sat in the counsel of the wicked. We hear a lot in our world right now of the things that are happening to people we know, things that are happening to us, things that are happening in our midst that we don't give permission for and yet are still happening. We hear in Paul's words to the people in Corinth that their faith makes all the difference and that they can make a difference in the lives of others, that they can have hope because their faith is true. They can have hope because their faith draws them into community where they can be strong. And we hear that message again reiterated in this morning's gospel as Christ speaks to his disciples about blessing and woe. When we are on the top of the world, it's easy for us to forget. It's easy for us to let some of those friendships thin that have sustained us. It's easy for us to let our faith go a little bit because we have what we need. When we're at the bottom of the pit, there's nowhere else to turn except to recognize that God is with us no matter what, no matter where we are. Perspective does matter. It doesn't change what's happening in our world, but it changes how we respond. We can respond by being cut off and languishing in despair, or we can reach out in hope and love and life and lift up those who are being trodden upon around us. There are 3 families in my life that are very dear to me. One of them has a trans son who no longer has access to the care that he needs. Another of them were 2 neighbors down who fled in the night. I don't know where they fled to. My best guess is that they were either undocumented or in fear that they were going to be taken away. Another family is struggling to put groceries on the table because some of the services that they desperately needed have been removed. This is a place where we come for sustenance, where we come to find community, where we come to be reminded of the hope that is in us, where we take care of each other, and where we reach out from this place to improve the lives of those around us. No matter what is happening in our world, our faith teaches us that we are strong as a community, that we are strong as we reach out to draw in the outcast and lift up the downtrodden, to remind every human being that we encounter that they matter, that they are made in God's image and share in a human dignity that cannot be taken away. These are messages that sometimes are easy to forget when we're in times of plenty and the world is going well, but that we need to remember more than ever when times are hard. We are still called, as Christ's hands and heart, to live God's love in our world boldly, courageously, and to reach out with all the resources that we have to improve the lives of those around us, particularly in these times. Perspective does matter. We do not need to lose hope. We do not need to despair. God is with us no matter what. And we are here together, strong in this place, and able to reach out to others with help, with love, with compassion. This week, as we go back out into our world, as we listen to the news, as we listen to those around us, may we be present with Christ's ears, with Christ's heart, with Christ's hands, to reach out to those in need, to be willing to give a word of encouragement and hope to those who are feeling down, and to live a love in this world that cannot be conquered even by death. Christ's resurrection teaches us that we are resurrection people. This season of Epiphany teaches us to look for the new light that is coming into the world in unexpected and surprising ways, to allow ourselves to be that light when we are called to be it. And so may we take hope. May we be hope for those who have lost it. And may we as a community continue to be strong, to be nurtured, to be nourished together. This is a place where all are welcome, where every one of us matters, where each of us is taught that we are blessed, and when we are encouraged to go out to be a blessing to the world around us. And that's a pretty amazing gift. So again, thank you for being here. I am glad that you are here. And I am glad that this place exists. Amen.